Hi, welcome back to day 2 of our special Guadalajara Peachtree World News. We're very excited to have you back for another exciting episode. We've got a lot of fun things planned today. Juan's going to be going over that. I'd like to talk a little bit about our first segment coming up. We have a very special cooking show. It's kind of like part 2, the real deal example of what we were talking about yesterday, including the Peachtree Healthy Eating Show. So we're actually going to include, it's part of our show theme as well these days, including some kind of cooking. Normally we're in the Peachtree Cafe in Rimrock, Arizona, but we didn't want anybody to, miss out on another exciting cooking segment. So we brought it to the Peachtree Healthy Eating Show team, and they put together a really exciting segment. Again, they're going to teach us how to make healthy chilaquiles on today's episode. So what else do we got for today, Juan? What else do we got for them?
Today we keep going with Geshe Michael's teaching on this book that he has been translating about many kinds of different systems that we grew up and that maybe we, how to say, we get familiar with certain ideas and then we live our lives without questioning them, just taking them for granted always. And this book shows us like a lot of great ideas that have happened in the last 2,500 years in the world, how different people have been taking them and test them, some of them with good results, some of them with bad results, and what happens if we follow some of the very good ideas that we find in some of these systems. So we're going to explore the benefits, some of the benefits that we can gain from them. That's going to be very, very interesting.
Sweet.
We have also dear friends representing YSI Mexico. We have dear friends representing also Club de Oro Mexico.
Yay.
We have a special interview with also very dear friends who are publishing books in Spanish to, share this ancient wisdom with, Latin America mostly. So we're gonna hear all about that. But first, as you say, Daniel, we go to see what the health eating is doing, right?
Wait, one more thing. We also have a very kind of like a continuation on the video we saw yesterday for Casa Huichol. So as you can see here in front of us, we have some very beautiful beaded work. So these are actually earrings and a necklace. If you take a closer look at this, I don't know if you can appreciate how beautiful this is unless you take a closer look. So it might be a little bit blurry in the camera, so that might not work without fixing it. But every single one of these is an individual bead, okay? So it's one bead after another sewn together into this incredible, basically three-dimensional necklace.
And this is the art that the native Mexican people who Casa Huichol is helping. This is their art and one of the main sources of income for the whole community. There is a lot of meaning. If you really go deep into this art, there is a lot of meaning, sacred meaning in the patterns they design and the symbolism that the art also contains. So it's really, really full of meaning. So and we want to do an auction on it,
right,
to help this association, this Casa Huichol, who is helping a lot of sick people who sometimes they don't have anybody else to help them. So we want to fundraise some money for them, and we will be talking about that as well.
That's right.
Hopefully you can help us.
Yeah, and so we do want to try to raise as much money for them. I mean, they're doing incredible things, including paying for cataract surgeries for like 30 different members of the Huichol tribe. They live very poor, remote areas. They come into the city of Guadalajara and they need a lot of help. So 75% of today's auction, as usual, is going to go to a good cause, Casa Huichol. And so really think about if anybody of our viewers are looking specifically for a seed for health right now, if you have any health issues and you'd like a really powerful seed to help Casa Huichol, 75% of today's auction is going to be specifically for helping some poor people. So think about it. We're hoping to raise as much money as possible for this, and we'll be back later on to start the auction. But for now, let's go ahead and go to the Peachtree Healthy Eating Show segment. Get your big spoons out.
To make it a little more healthy. So now let me present you to Sophie.
Hello,
Yourself.
Sophie from Guadalajara with my family,
Hi, I'm Diego.
and Paolo.
And why is this recipe so important for your family?
Well, we love chilaquiles, right?
Yes.
It's not our everyday breakfast, but it's whenever there's chilaquiles, kids get excited. When we eat it, we prepare them on weekends,
The weekends.
and especially personally, it reminds me to my grandmother, my mother's mom. Yeah.
And it's Paolo's favorite food. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita?
So in this case, we are going to make chilaquiles and Sophie's going to tell us about the totopos.
So these chips, this totopo, are it's baked tortilla, and then they cut into these triangles, and this is made of corn. It's pure corn, and sometimes you get the totopos, the chips made of corn flour, but this is really natural ones.
So instead of using the traditional fried totopos that are made with corn flour, these are totopos that are baked instead of fried. So we are lowering a little the excess fat that can come from the frying. And also instead of the eggs, we are going to try to make it with tofu. So we are going to make huevos a la mexicana, but with tofu. I know for you it's really important to feed your kids with healthy foods, and
Right.
maybe you can share with us why.
Well, it's important for them to grow healthy and strong, but I think that we must not discard like our cultural heritage in regards to food. You know, Mexican cuisine is really broad, right? So what we're doing today is we're trying to use ingredients and recipes that have been in our culture for a long time, and give it a little bit of more a nutritious aspect to it. So try to use good ingredients, organic ingredients, and at the same time, the kids love them, right? That's good for the family.
Thank you. That is great. What we are trying to do with this show is to inspire you to just make little changes, but to keep the food that you love and to keep sharing it with your family. Soak 110 grams of almonds overnight and put them in a blender with half a cup of water. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and the juice of a small lemon. Blend well. In a small pot, mix 3/4 cup of water with 3/4 tablespoon of cornstarch and 1 tablespoon of agar-agar. Once it has no lumps, start cooking. When it boils, cook it for 1 minute, stirring continuously. Quickly, blend the two mixtures together. And place the mixture in a mold and refrigerate for several hours. First, crumble the tofu with your hands. Add salt, black pepper, olive oil, a pinch of turmeric, and mix well.
We're going to start with the huevos a la mexicana, and it's called mexicana because you can tell by the colors of our flag. It's green, the cilantro, and then white and red. So that's why it's called huevos a la mexicana. So we'll start with a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and then start with your onions first. Want to get them a little bit to like a golden color. I usually use like intense heat initially and then lower it so all the flavors blend together. And by the time the kitchen and the house start smelling like this, the kids will come and ask what we're preparing, right? So my onion is already yellowish. So I'll start with the tomatoes now. And be careful because if you have a lot of oil in your pan and the tomatoes are really watery, they tend to jump. So I usually add some pepper and salt. We already added salt to the tofu, but we're just gonna add a little bit to the onion and the tomatoes. So a little bit of pepper and then just a little bit of salt. Okay, once that's ready, it's all up to whatever preference you like. I like to leave the tomatoes a little bit raw, not that well done. So in this case, we're using tofu. If it were eggs, which we're not doing today, this is the point where you put them. So we're gonna put the tofu and the cilantro. I like to put it afterwards because I like the fresh taste of the cilantro and not more cooked. So just gonna put it all in there. And this is a lot for my family. It would be less than that, but this is for the camera crew. So you can see the green, red, and white. Okay, so after a few minutes, it all depends on how you like your tofu. I think it's ready by now. For us, in our family, we're Mexicans, but the kids don't eat chili. So if you have one, it's a great add-on to the huevos a la mexicana. So I wish you were here to try it, but unfortunately it's me and Sophie and the kids. So next time.
Place the comal over a medium flame until it is heated well.
然后放中火，换一个中火。
On the hot comal. While they are roasting, use a separate pan to boil the guajillo chiles for 10 to 15 minutes. When the tomatoes and onion are well roasted, turn them so they continue to roast on all sides.
Me gustan los chilaquiles y el jugo verde, que todos están haciendo la comida en casa de Nona.
Es que los invitas a que vengan a México, a Guadalajara, en julio, para que prueben nuestra receta de chilaquiles.
Y que algunos dibujos yo se los di a Nona.
Bravo! After 10 minutes of boiling the chiles, guajillo is the name, or sometimes called mirasol. And if you don't find it, then you gotta come to Mexico to find them. I just took out this piece of the chile and put it with some water because kids won't like it if I mix it with the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna mix it. I really like this chile because it's not spicy, it's not hot, but it gives a lot of flavor. If you were here now, you will be enjoying the Mexican smell. I think even our neighbors can feel the smell. So I will strain it to leave the seeds and the skin because it's a lot of fiber and kids will complain. But if it was for me and my husband and Flavia here and my mom, then I wouldn't do this. Now, now that we have our tomatoes really burned or roasted, in Mexico we say tatemados. Look, this is what gives a really nice flavor to our salsa, to the sauce. So you're gonna put your roasted tomatoes. We already cut it, but it's the burnt onion. We're gonna add it. Careful with this chile sauce because you can even paint. You won't be able to wash it away from your clothing. We will add some salt, garlic powder, You can use fresh garlic as well. And the final touch, fresh coriander. This, whenever you're cooking with tomato, onion, some salt, it's good. And if you add coriander, oh my God, that's Mexican food. And you can cook anything with these 3 ingredients.
In a bowl, mix diced tomato and onion. Add salt, pepper, and lemon. Chop a good handful of cilantro and add it to the bowl. Finally, add the avocado and mix until creamy. Optional, you can add chopped green chili.
When you pour your salsa, your sauce, it needs to be hot. So the idea is that they will soften with the sauce. Be as generous as you want.
Okay, and to complete the plate, we're gonna add our tofu a la mexicana. Good breakfast.
So this is almond cheese. You wouldn't believe it, but the texture is really nice. You're gonna add it to your chilaquiles, which gives the final touch.
Ready? Hey. Hi guys, hope you like this video we show with you. What we are doing these days is every segment we're gonna try to also provide it for you in your our YouTube account. So you anytime you wanna curious about like, okay, what was that recipe? You can go there and find this recipe or other recipes we have used in the past. Eventually, soon, you will be able to see, okay, what Geshe-la taught that time. You're gonna be able to watch it there. So we want to provide this content for you with the idea of improving our healthy habits. As you heard yesterday, there is a deep connection between the exercise we do, how we use our body, what we eat, and the kind of thoughts we have, how we understand the workings of reality and the workings of our own mind. And there is a deep connection between all of them. So sometimes just by changing the way you eat, it could improve you physically, mentally, and that will improve also like your personal relationships, your business success. I don't know, you get along better with other people. So everything is connected, and that's very beautiful. And this theory that I'm talking about is one of the main topics that YSI talks about. So I want you to, luckily we have our friends from YSI here, and we want you to get to know them, our friends from YSI Mexico. They are here with us, and Daniel is going to take that trip. Go.
All right, guys, check it out. So look who we have with us. In case you weren't here for yesterday's show, we did get to meet Rivas, and today we have the wonderful Paula Pimental, and they are the 2 main organizers for YSI Mexico. So again, in case you don't know, YSI is the Yoga Studies Institute, and it's an organization that's designed to keep yoga teachings alive and thriving in the world. I'm gonna let them explain most of it to you, but I'd like to start off first of all by welcoming you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys look like rock stars.
Yeah,
look at that. See, who wouldn't want to study yoga with these guys, right? So go ahead, tell us a little bit about yourself, Rivas, Paula.
Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you for having us here today. My name is Paula Pimentel. I am a YSI yoga instructor and also part of the core team. It's mainly, we're 5 people. It's Earl Birdie, who everybody knows, and Bob Sereno, Lita Heisenberg, and Connie O'Brien, who is the president of YSI.
Nice.
And I support the community projects, the volunteering. Sometimes I support Alex with a lot of the stuff he does for teachers. And we record classes, we teach different courses for different countries. So that's basically what I do.
Great, sweet.
Yeah.
That's a little bit.
Well, I'm Alex again. Hello. So as you see, I try to help everywhere, like wherever it's needed. I try to go. So they started to notice it, and now they are like letting me work with them. So now I am with YSI like for 2 years, I think. I started as a teacher. Now I am managing the teachers, like checking their team checks, their classes, that everything goes well and smooth. And yeah, helping in every project that YSI have. And it's been very interesting because my yoga practice was like, like this. But in the moment I started teaching, it is starting like blooming.
Nice.
We can say like, and now I teach here too, like in this very same room. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful working with YSI, seeing how people do their yoga and they feel better. And yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I want to help more.
What is it that first got you guys into yoga? Like, if you don't mind me asking, when did you first discover yoga? What made you start practicing? And if you like, what makes YSI special as far as keeping the yoga teachings in the world?
Well, YSI teaches inner and outer methods, which means that a lot of the documents and papers that are rescued by ALL are taken and are used in our classes and shared that wisdom. So it's not just the physical aspect of yoga, but it's also the inner aspect of the wisdom. So in the end, that combination is amazing because people can learn to transform their lives from inside out and also act from the outside in. So that's basically what hooked me into working with YSI.
Yeah, I saw the first time I did yoga was in a retreat with Geshe Michael. It was like the first time I met yoga, and I was like, why is these people so happy? Why are they always smiling and they don't steal my laptop if I leave it there? And that's very weird in Mexico, So I was like, what are they doing? And I saw like the yoga and I tried and I liked it. And so I started doing it. And I think what YSI is different from other yoga organization is that we teach seeds, about the seeds, how yoga works. Your yoga works if you give smoothies to people, if you go and help people. Like that's why we're doing some projects that we were gonna talk about them, like to help people like physically, like with their health, with their move your body, and then you help them, and then you plant the seed and their yoga will work. And that's why makes YSI different. We don't say like, yeah, do yoga every day and you will be fine. No, your yoga won't work if you're not treating people right. So that's YSI. Your yoga will work and change your life, but only if you're treating people right. If not, you will get out with a headache from the class.
I see. So basically, it's like what makes YSI different is that you're not just teaching physical poses. You're also teaching the deeper causes, because I heard some people went to yoga class and actually hurt their neck, right? So like yoga doesn't actually have any power then to really help people necessarily, because one person can go to a yoga class and have a great time and their body feels great. One person can go and they keep going for the rest of their lives and it changes their lives. One person can go and go, whatever, kind of cool. And then one person can go and actually severely hurt themselves and never go back. So sounds like you need to learn the skill of an inner practice as well as an outer practice in order for yoga to really benefit you. So it sounds awesome that you guys are doing that. And what kind of projects are you guys doing here in Guadalajara, since you're saying to me that it's not just about the physical poses, right? It's about doing inner work. Is YSI doing any other kind of projects
Yes.
besides teaching yoga classes?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's something that we recently started like 2 years ago. We have a lot of scholarships for our courses. And then people were asking for scholarships and we were like, that's amazing. Yeah, you can totally take it, but we would love to see how you implement it in your community. So it started growing gradually. There's projects literally all over the world. In Romania, there's projects in US, in Kazakhstan, like people are doing that. But particularly here, and I say we because I just joined Rosalia and Sophie, but these are amazing projects. One of them is linked to an activity we hold every month that is called Fast for Hunger. What we do is that we invite everybody to fast or skip a meal and then meditate with us in a live meditation. And then the money that you didn't spend on that meal has to be donated to a local pantry or organization that can support people to be fed. But here in Guadalajara, Sofia Arellano, that you met her yesterday, she's amazing.
Our cooking show.
Oh yeah, she's
yeah.
at the cooking show. She started putting all these volunteers together and preparing food and giving it away for people who are waiting in long lines to have medical attention. That happened last month, and now it turned into a thing. So every month we will have Fast for Hunger, which is next April the 20th. By the way, everybody can fast with us and meditate with us.
Cool.
And this Saturday, we're gonna have like a food away gathering. We're gonna prepare food and we're gonna give it away. So if you wanna donate to this particular project, you can also do that. We have a donor box.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
it's called Damor.
Actually,
Give love.
A friend of ours said they wanted to give you guys $200.
Yay.
So, here you go.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome, guys.
This is amazing because this money is going to feed a lot of people. And this is exactly what Alex was talking about, like
Sweet.
giving something to get something too.
Great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's great. Just look, like you see poor people like eating smoothies, like spinach. So it's great. It's great, like because they always eat like, I don't know, bread and beans or something like that, and then you go with a smoothie or a nice sandwich or something, and they can feel it. They feel the love in the sandwich and you can feel it because we went like a month ago and it was beautiful, like to see people receiving this food, and then they went for more, like little kids, they wanted more smoothies. And it's beautiful to see people getting better because we are getting together to help them.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Cool. So you guys actually get to see the progression of the people that continue to come. You've seen them getting healthier. One other question. When's your class? When do you teach your class here in
Here on Tuesdays, if you live in Guadalajara.
Cool. So every Tuesday night, if you guys
Yeah.
want to come and do yoga with the rock star, then actually we were setting up the show in the middle of the yoga class, and he almost got me to join, but we were running around, like crazy. But it looked really beautiful. I looked in the class, and I, everybody's in here. Alex is doing an incredible job of teaching the class. I was spying on him a little bit, and the students were really into it. I mean, there was some really cool music playing, and everyone was super happy when they walked out. So I got lucky that I came during the yoga class, so I got to see all these bright and shiny faces walking out. So it's really cool what you guys are doing. We're really so happy, that you guys are keeping it alive and all over the world. It seems like all the Mexican organizations are somehow working together, keeping people healthy, teaching people yoga, teaching people about wisdom, how to serve people. Sounds like this community is doing an amazing job of actually providing an ancient lineage in a modern way. So if anyone is interested, they can go check you guys out on your website too, right?
Yes, we have a website. It's yogastudies.org, and you can join the Yogi Corp and start a community project of your own, whatever inspires you to share wisdom and share love.
And we teach in a very general way, like we teach in China, Russian, Mexico, and we try to say simple words like to put yoga into your house, like you can teach it to your kids. For example, tomorrow I'm getting at 4 a.m., getting up at 4 a.m. to give a class to China.
Wow.
So yeah, and we always do that, and it's beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. And so also I heard that if you miss a past event, so for example, YSI just finished teaching the second chapter of the Hatha Yoga.
The first chapter of the Hatha Yoga Pradipika.
First
yes.
chapter. Okay, well, so if you guys have access to it, I know every country is different and all the rules are different in your country. So, we respect the rules of every country. But according to your country, if it's something that is available to you, go ahead and check out the YSI website. They offer access to the previous classes. Even if you miss them, you can go on there and you can purchase access to them. So I highly recommend it. I was able to receive those teachings and it's very incredible, very profound.
Yeah, we have distributors too, like for specific countries, and we have to respect regulations.
Right.
So if you cannot acquire it directly from YSI, you
Good.
can totally go to a local distributor and have that happening.
Yeah.
And I just want to briefly mention some other cool things that are happening with YSI.
Great.
We will have a Lady Niguma yoga retreat in Turkey.
Ooh.
That's happening on from the 29th of March till the 3rd of April.
29th of March to the 3rd of April in Istanbul?
It's
Turkey.
Ankara. I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't know
it's in
exactly.
Turkey.
Okay, cool.
Turkey.
Where can they find info on that?
They can find the information also on our website.
Great.
And we are collaborating with Prana Moves, that is our Russian distributor.
Nice.
So that's going to be super cool. And
Cool.
another thing we're doing on a monthly basis is we're teaching Lady Niguma for the world. That's a live class that is broadcasted worldwide in 7 different languages.
Is that the 4 a.m. one?
No.
Oh, you guys, good thing, because that's kind of early for me.
No, but you can totally come and practice, because the idea of this class is to have like a worldwide community doing Lady Niguma at the same time. And it's really, really cool.
Cool. And so just in case you don't know, Lady Niguma is an incredible practice of yoga that was designed by a female yogini like 1,000 years ago. And the lineage is being kept alive by the Yoga Studies Institute. It's a very special practice that was designed specifically to affect your central channel in very specific ways. So it's a high technology on how to gain access to deeper wisdom, more health, more happiness. And it's also a very short practice. It's not that hard. It's for beginners and it's for advanced practitioners. So I think we're out of time for today's interview, but I just want to thank you guys very much for being here. We're really happy and honored to have you guys. Please check it out. And what we have coming up next is Geshe Michael's continuation of the explanation of the 101 different worldviews. And we are getting into benefit number 3, I believe, of the 110 different ways that your body and mind and speech and world will change once you've accessed worldview number 101. So don't miss this 3rd part of this incredible teaching. Here we go, guys.
So we said we're going to have start with 4 of the 110 mental improvements. And it really is like getting a new Tesla car or fixing your house and making it better, okay? And the first thing we have to improve is this idea. It's a wrong idea that my body is like a shell, and then I get into the body and I put the body on like a pair of pants or something like that. Okay, that's a wrong idea. And we have to try to improve that idea, okay? Second one, that kind of thinking that my body is like a robot and I climb into the robot and I drive the robot, that kind of thinking believes deep down that my mind is me. Okay, when you say me puts on my body, like me puts on my pants and my shirt, that me, the feeling you have about the me is your mind. You think me, Michael, or Osiris is my mind. Osiris is mine. And then Osiris puts on his body like he puts on his pants. He puts on his pants on his body, and then he puts his body on his mind. You see what I mean? And it feels like Osiris is your mind. And the mind is telling the body what to do. And look, it works. Hey, left hand, get up. Hey, right hand, get up. Hey, head, not. Yeah, I got it. Okay, thank you. And my mind is running my body. That's a second wrong idea, and we have to try to make an improvement on it. Okay. Number 3, did I get the wrong? I'm sorry. That's number 1 and number 3. Number 2 is
Feelings.
yeah, feelings, which means my mind, when it puts on my body, it can start to feel things. And basically 5 kinds of feelings. You know, I can feel physically good, or I can feel physically bad, or I can feel mentally happy, or I can feel mentally sad, or I can feel neutral. Me, which is my mind, puts on my body, and my mind, me, tells my body what to do. And when my mind tells my body what to do, I get feelings. Hey, pick up that glass, body. Okay. Put the glass to your mouth. Okay, tip it. Swallow. So me is my mind. My body is like the clothes I put on. And as my mind tells my body what to do, I feel better. Okay, I feel better. Then I think of my environment. I think of the world that I live in, right? So I get up in the morning, the mind gets up, wakes up. I put on my clothes, which is my body. I go around to the world and experience things through the body, good feelings, bad feelings. And then I get this, because of my feelings in my body, when I put my mind there, I start to think that there's a world, there's a whole world, okay? And then that world is contacting my feelings and affecting my body and affecting my mind. I believe that. So there's 4 things going on. This wrong idea, my mind puts on my body, my mind tells my body to do things, I feel things coming from the outside world, okay? Got it? Let's do it again. I wake up in the morning, my mind wakes up, I put on my body, I reach out for the things I like a croissant or coconut juice, and then the world makes me happy. You see what I mean? Then the world gives me what I want, you see? And these are 4 ideas. They are broken. They're all 4 are broken. There's something wrong with them. And if you work hard, the first 4 of the 110 is you make an improvement in those 4 ideas. Okay. Now, what's the improvement look like? We're going to talk about this. And let's go through here. Now, this is interesting. He says, if you want to improve yourself in 4 different ways, you have to change how you think about those 4. You have to change how you think about those 4. So what was the first one? Your body. Okay. And he says, look, you think your body's pretty nice, you know? You think, well, it's not perfect, you know, I got air conditioning up here and stuff like that. But in general, you feel good that you're in a body. You would be sad to lose the body. But he says, look, the body is basically a bag of poo-poo. Okay, like, don't think your body is so cool and beautiful. I went to a hospital a couple of days ago in Phoenix, and it was strange to sit in a room with, I don't know, 20 or 30 sick people. And everybody's got some serious disease, you know, and then you kind of see the body for what it is, you know. It's just a very imperfect and suffering thing. In the ancient books, they'll say it's full of poo-poo, you know. It's just full of poo-poo. If you don't think so, go check what comes out. So, you know, and by the way, it's not meant to make you depressed, okay? It's not that, oh, don't be happy about your body. You're all wrong. It's just a bag of poo-poo and cancer. If you live long enough, it'll get cancer, you know, something like that, or the heart will fail or something. That's not the purpose of thinking about it this way. It's to be honest with yourself. Look, in the current condition of the body, it's gonna cause you trouble. You're gonna get in trouble sooner or later. That body's gonna wear out. The body is full of poison. Food is poison. You know, if you don't poo-poo for 3 days, you die. You know, it's like that. Okay, the body is a dangerous place to be in, but you can change it. Okay, you can fix it. You can fix those parts. But first, you have to admit what's going on. Okay, now. Second one, what was the second thing? Body?
Feelings.
Feelings, yeah. And it's an interesting idea. They say, listen, what kind of feelings you have? You say, well, on a good day, I have a lot of good feelings. You know, I feel happy. And my body feels pretty good. And mostly I'm just neutral. And then these teachers of this ancient book, they will say, no, you don't understand what's going on. Even your good feelings are bad feelings. You're like, no, they're not, you know. I mean, shopping just gave me a nice croissant. She said, you want butter on it? I say, boy, if my wife knew about that. Well, I say, yeah, I'll take butter on it. And then I'm having some nice coconut juice. I say, yeah, it's okay. It's pretty good, you know. And as you guys know, who have studied for a long time, even those pleasant things are unpleasant because they change. They have to change. You always get hungry again. You always get thirsty again. And in the meantime, your body gets older and things wear out. You know, I have some organ problems, you know, people say, oh, just fix it. And I'm like, no, it wore out. You know, it's like an old car. In fact, in my whole town, I'm looking for a car that was born in the same year as me. I think I only found one. You know, like if the car steel can wear out in 70 years, then obviously the human body, which is not steel, is just going to wear out. So even about your feelings, even the good feelings you have are going to change to pain. Sooner or later, they're going to change to pain. Now, so Geshe, are you supposed to be depressed? Oh, my body's just poo-poo. And all my feelings are actually pain. Are you trying to make me depressed or something? No. If you don't know you have a problem, you can't fix it. Okay, it's very funny. If you think everything's okay, it's a problem. I have a curtain at my house, curtain rod. There's a steel rod holding up the curtain, you know, and I put it up there. I remember. Recently I was looking at it and it's crooked, you know, and, you know, I said, God, what was I thinking on that day? You know, the whole curtain rod is crooked, you know, it's like really crooked, like 1/2 inch crooked, you know, and I'm like, how did I do that? You know, and then I looked closer and I realized the screw came out and it's about to fall down and break somebody's head, you know. So, you know, then I got and fixed it, you know. So listen, if you don't know something's broken, it can hurt you. But if you know it's broken, you can fix it. So if you think your body's okay, and if you think your feelings are okay, then you're in trouble. You're in real trouble. You think the curtain rod is up there, it's just crooked. It's not just crooked, it's about to fall down and crack somebody's head open, okay? then you can fix it. Okay, so that's the second one. Third one, we tend to think of our mind as staying for a while. We tend to think of our mind as staying for a while. Okay, I've been here filming over half an hour. I've been here thinking, talking, considering what I have to say for a half hour. My mind has been here, or else I couldn't talk for half an hour. But actually, your mind is moving instantaneously every few seconds. Every second, your mind is changing. Your mind doesn't stay still ever. You talk about ADD, every 65th of a second. You know, your mind is like, you know, and you don't even know. You think somebody says, "Can you focus on this?" And you say, "I'm focusing. I've been here half an hour already." You say, "No, you're not focusing." Your mind is like, and it's going everywhere like that. You know, if you had real focus, man, you'd already be a millionaire. You know, we don't have focus. It feels like we have focus, but we don't have focus. The mind is totally crazy. And by the way, you can be feeling good at 8 o'clock, and then 8:02 you feel very angry, and then at 8:04 you're in love with somebody, and then 8:06 you know you're having a nice breakfast, and 8:08 your house is burning down. You know, I mean, your mind is crazy. Your mind can't stay still for 1 second. Okay. So what's the actual condition of your body? Basically a bag of poo-poo. What's the actual condition of your feelings? Even the good feelings are gonna shift. What's the actual condition of your mind? It's like things in general. Okay, what's the actual condition of things in general? It feels like the thing is coming from the thing side. It feels like all your whole life, it feels like things are coming to you from them. Okay, the pen looks good. We don't say, "I see the pen is good," right? You say, "Do you like the color?" "Yeah, the color looks good. The color is good. The pen color is good." No, it's not the pen color is good. The pen color looks good to you. You see, it's actually coming from you. So not only you misunderstand your body, and you misunderstand your feelings, and you misunderstand your mind, you misunderstand every single thing around you all the time, and it causes you trouble. Why, Geshe-la? If you don't understand that the last irritating person you met, for me it was yesterday, is coming from you, then you will blame them, and for the rest of your life, you will blame other people for your problems, okay? If you don't understand that the people and things around you are coming from you, you will spend your whole life blaming other people. I hate people who drive badly. You know, there's a joke, when I drive home from the college, when Ellie often drives me at night, and we have a joke that within 1 minute, someone starts tailgating us dangerously. I mean, it could kill. Last night, it was quite dangerous. And I'm always thinking, God, white people around here can't drive, you know? And then I think, well, you know, this book, idea number 4, mental improvement number 4, renovation company. Mental improvement number 4 is, do you understand, Geshe-la, that all those bad Arizona drivers, cowboys in their pickup trucks, is coming from you? You know, maybe you're pushing people all day to do what you want, you know, and putting pressure on people all day. And then you get it in your car and someone's pressuring you from behind. Do you get it? Don't you get it? You know, like, no, I've been studying for 50 years and I don't get it. I still using special science to greet those people. And they're like, don't you get it? After 50 years, that thing's coming from you. Okay, that's things coming from you. So that's the 4th mental improvement, and it kind of fixes the other 3. if we can fix that one, okay. We got more to say about these four. We'll take a little break. You guys run and have something to drink or eat, and we'll be back.
Wasn't that amazing? So here we are, guys. We're very lucky. I mean, very, very lucky to be able to hear those teachings. It's quite profound, and it just takes the rest of your, you hear it and it makes sense. And then the real job starts once the show's over, right? So take those teachings, appreciate them. We're so lucky to have them. And I just want to say that I personally feel extremely grateful and extremely blessed to have those teachings in my life. And it's changed my whole life. And we're here able to help you guys. And we want to continue that kind of process. So we're going to attempt to auction this off. I'm a little bit nervous about this because I really do want to raise a large as possible amount of money for the show. But here we are. Okay, guys, if for anybody who was listening earlier that's ready to plant a really powerful seed, then where is the bidding happening?
We need to call the expert bidder. Bidder, better.
How do we see
Bidding.
the bids?
So what's that?
How do we see the bids?
How do we see the bids? Well, here. Let's take this. And then we'll be able to follow in the chat. Okay, guys.
All right, let's check this out.
So I was really struck by this teaching that we just hear because yes, we hear it on and on and on. But today I was just complaining with my friends that I have a very difficult day. I was saying you won't imagine the things, the kind of things that happen at home, at here, everywhere. But then Geshe-la is like, yeah, don't you get it? Things are coming from you. So that's amazing. That's amazing. And to be honest, for me at least, it's not too easy to digest yet. So in that hope, things are coming from us. If we can really help them to help other people, we will be really helping ourselves as well. And by then, the world as well. So let's help them. Here, I'm gonna be looking at whatever you guys want to offer for this beautiful, beautiful art. Again, 75% of whatever we collect is going directly for them. Casa Huichol. So, we have a model here.
Oh,
And you can see,
There's a model. Here, scooch over. Let's have some more, some good-looking people.
I mean, look at how beautiful this is. Okay, so not only do you get the seeds of taking care of someone's health, but if you're a guy out there and you want to buy this for a lovely lady, look at how incredible this is.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, I think it's wonderful. I know it starts for what was $65. Yeah, I'm gonna start the bid off at $100 because I want what 200.
We have 200 from the audience.
$200 US. Yeah.
Okay, guys, but that's like what, $150 for Casa Huichol? I mean, come on, after we pay for the necklace, come on, let's get we want a few more cataract surgeries.
We're saving people's lives. If you're one of the people out there who likes seeing things, then seeing the beauty of this world, I think you should help save other people's eyes. I think you should think about that. And if you like giving things, if you like beauty, if you like people.
Anything?
Nothing so far.
Okay, this is why I'm a little bit nervous about this, but tell you what, I personally want to raise the bidding to 300. I like beauty in my world. I like beauty, and I want to be able to see it. And so, we're happy. I'm happy to pay for the whole thing and take all the good karma. So my pleasure. We can end the auction right now if nobody else wants any more good karma. Anybody else out there that would like to bid on this? I know today our viewers is not as big as some of our other shows. Our big friends are traveling on the other side of the world, but we're still dedicated to continuing our show. So is there anyone else watching on the live show that would be interested in placing another bid? If not, then I get to get all the karma. Anybody else out there?
Okay, I don't see anything in the chat.
Okay.
But I can, wow, there is somebody who offers $100.
No.
But
That's
we
That's
already
not,
have
we're
300.
at 300. So the point of the auction is now you have to offer more than the 300. That's how that works.
Maybe there's a delay. So
Is there anybody who would like to offer more than 300?
let's see. Let's talk about more about what they're doing. We saw the video yesterday.
325.
So we saw the
Kat,
video.
our friend from Diamond Mountain, Kat.
Oh, Kat. Oh, big heart.
We love
Big
you.
heart. Oh, she
325.
understands. She understands.
And
So-
this is a beautiful Wirrárica with all art. Really, it's like very, very traditional art. It's like an original piece. Probably we won't say, but you could sell it for more.
Right?
If you
Okay.
get it.
I don't know. I say 400.
You say
I'm sorry, Kat. I love you.
Wow. So yeah, we're gonna post the video again on our website, peachtreeworldnews.com, and then you can really see again what they're doing for these people, helping with their eyes and providing health care for people who are underserved and for people that really need it. So you should know about these things and spread the news about what they're doing. So it's we're having fun here, but it's a really worthwhile project. They're really doing their best to help these people. So think about the seeds that you want to plant, and let's see how if we get more than 400, anything out there.
400 still. We have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before we go to a break, and you never see this necklace again.
Oh, I get to see
Yeah,
it.
you get to see it.
I'm happy with that. No problem.
So 400, yes, okay. Nothing yet. We can keep talking about
So what exactly is
the
the?
story of Casa Huichol.
Oh, okay. You know about that.
No, because I would like, Aldo, can you come? No, because it's a very beautiful story. That's actually how many people from the community here in Guadalajara, we got to meet each other. Actually, I was in university. This is my personal story. And then a friend of mine who is here, like, Esteban, can you come? Come on, Esteban.
By the way, I don't think 400 is enough. So I'm offering 500. So
So this is my friend Esteban. And when we were in college, in university, I asked him one day, hey, Esteban, what are you doing this Holy Week, a special celebration in Mexico? And he said, I'm going to.
We're gonna have start.
oh,
I say, we're going to the Huichol Mountains, and say, I want to go. He said, okay, come. He took me, and then there I met Aldo, I met Paulina, I met Jeronimo, I met Ayrton. Who else was there? Well, and then they invited me to start studying this beautiful text. We start going together. So in a way, Casa Huichol was a medular seed who created this beautiful community in a way. So what they are been doing, it goes beyond of what you can imagine. It's a very beautiful community. So whatever, as we say, we collect here, it's gonna help them, and they have helped us so much as well. So, okay, Daniel, I think we have to count. 500, 501.
going once,
Going once.
going twice.
Going twice. And going thrice.
Great.
You are.
I got it. I get all the good karma.
So we are gonna go to the break. And if anybody thinks like you can beat Daniel during the break, let us know.
Oh, what? Going once, going
we'll
twice?
talk
What?
about-
Okay, all right.
Yes.
If anybody gets inspired during the show and would like to offer more than $500, we will accept bids through the rest of the show. Just put it in the chat and we'll accept it. But that's okay if you don't want to. Just because of my own selfish reasons, but no, really, we would love to raise more for it. So if you want to get together with a friend, you have time, phone a friend, right? Like the television, split the karma. You can call you can call your your brother, your cousin, ask for a loan, ask them to split it with you. Call the bank really quick for a quick little loan. Run to the whatever you want to do. If you want some powerful seeds, we'll let it run for the rest of the show. So what do we have?
See you later. We are going for the break.
Oh yeah, we're
Yes,
going for a break. So
we will have the pre-registration link in a few moments.
great. Thank you.
10 minutes. All right, here we go. Welcome back. Hi, everybody in the audience. Thank you for being quiet. And we're back. We have a very special thing. We're gonna play some music for you. We're gonna sing a song. And we have Aisha, and we have Kitty, we have Pau, and Rivas. So our teacher thinks that the best music was made in 1970s. So in the 60s. So we're gonna do a song from the Beatles, and we hope you appreciate it. Here we go.
You can sing along.
Everyone could sing, please. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For those that may be pardoned, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
until tomorrow, let it be. Wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot. That means a lot. It's a deep practice to sing and to share breath with your friends. It's really good for your inner body, for your channels. It makes you very happy. So I'm very happy right now. Thank you so much. All right. Next, I'd like to invite Club de Oro, the Gold Club. Come on up. We're going to talk to you and tell us about what you have going on.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
These are our team Gold de Oro. Latin America or Mexico or what?
Latin America.
Latin America? You're like the whole continent.
Exactly. That's our goal.
That's amazing. Thank you for the beautiful song, by the way. I think everybody may agree that the energy felt very, very good. Like, I agree with John. It's almost like similar to the feeling you get when you do exercise or if you do yoga, like yoga, no? How do you feel it from the audience? The song, you sing, you sang. How do you feel now?
Everything in the past. I think, I mean, even if you don't like think you sing well, it's beautiful. It totally moves everything inside you. You can feel the vibration and you heal things that maybe feelings that are stuck in your body. So it makes your prana, your energy flows in a very gentle way. So just try, and yes, it's super fun.
And what do you feel from the audience? You were singing as well. I saw you a little bit.
Translation, please.
Tú también estabas cantando. Te vi desde el escenario. ¿Cómo sentiste la energía de la música?
Yes, I'm going to translate Cecilia because, you know, we are in Mexico and she speaks beautiful Spanish. Yes. She's from Argentina. And thank you for being here. So, yes.
La música siempre hace que nuestro corazón se expanda.
The music always does that our heart expands.
Cuando esa música aparte tiene frecuencias y palabras que nos tocan en lo profundo, entonces no solamente el corazón se expande todo el ser y se crea toda una frecuencia y una energía que la estamos viviendo. Entonces, a veces,
especially when the song has a vibration and words that I know it was too long.
You have to repeat.
Okay.
Break.
Oh, cuando sentimos la música y la sentimos no solamente con el corazón, cuando ya está expandida en el cuerpo,
when we feel the music and it's already expand all over our bodies.
Eso sucede porque estamos en conexión con lo que estamos sintiendo y lo que estamos expresando.
That happens when we are in connection with what we're saying and what we're feeling.
Y cuando tú puedes conectar contigo, cuando tú puedes conectar con tus emociones,
And when you can connect with yourself and with your emotions,
puedes conectar con el mundo.
you can connect with the whole world.
Thank you for sharing. And one of the reasons I wanted to hear this, what you think about the music, is because I know that in Club de Oro, you are running a program who gives people a lot of different meaningful content. That means that when people support your project, they get to hear like different angles of how we can improve our bodies, our minds, our hearts. But I would like to hear from you what you've been doing with it and where are you going next? ¿Qué han hecho y hacia dónde van con Club de Oro?
Okay, so first of all, the Club de Oro or the Gold Club.
¿Necesitas traducción al español de
No,
lo
no,
que digo?
no.
Okay.
It's okay. So first of all, the Gold Club or the Club de Oro is, when you became a member of a club, what happens?
You get access to the facilities?
Exactly.
Oh.
You get something back, right?
Okay.
So this Gold Club is for people with a gold heart that are helping to preserve ancient wisdom in the world. So those people are amazing people that join our club and they receive back the same wisdom they are helping us to preserve in different like flavors, let's say, no? Like for example, you're gonna get like yoga classes, meditation classes, healthy classes, like healthy living, and special classes that are giving you this wisdom to apply in your daily life. So that's why Gold Club is like this special club for people that are not preserving, but are actually learning and putting into practice the ancient wisdom that helps you so much. And I want Ceci to tell you about what are, for examples, of classes or courses that you will have access to if you become a Gold Club member. Que les cuentes un poquito de las clases que hemos
Hemos tenido muchísimas clases. La verdad que esta es la oportunidad primero para agradecer a todos nuestros colaboradores, a todos los voluntarios.
Okay, we have many different classes, but this is a great opportunity for us to thank all our members of the club and all our volunteers, because it's been many.
Sin ellos no hubiera sido posible.
Without them, it wouldn't be possible.
Actualmente tenemos más de 40 clases de yoga grabadas de diferentes estilos y también para diferentes niveles, especialmente para principiantes.
Okay. We have different yoga classes, different teachers, and for different levels.
Sí, y también tenemos más de 40 clases de meditación.
We have more than 40 meditation classes also.
Bellísimas.
Very beautiful classes.
Todas hechas desde el corazón con todas personas que realmente han sentido cada meditación para compartirla con todos los socios del Club de Oro.
Made of amazing people that really share deep in their heart that they want to share something special with all the Gold Club members.
También tenemos vida saludable, tenemos como 20 clases de vida saludable, entre 15 y 20.
Like 20 classes of healthy living lifestyle.
Los invitamos en esas clases a profundizar un poquito más en todo lo que es la alimentación, en lo que es cuidar la vida de uno y también cómo cuidar la vida de todos los seres que amamos.
And it's about how to take care of your life and also to all living beings around you.
Yes. Y tenemos aparte, y que estamos muy felices de poder tener clases especiales. Hemos tenido la oportunidad de tener Lady Niguma nivel 1 en español. Para quien quiera acercarse, nosotros lo tenemos disponible.
And very special classes like Lady Niguma Yoga. This video is like Lady Niguma Yoga, basic, but also gentle. Gentle is for people of like senior people, or like, I don't know how to say, just people with maybe physical
Challenges.
yeah, see, maybe you hurt your knee hurts or something. So it's a very gentle, very soft Lady Niguma Yoga.
Ya, también tenemos yoga para la abundancia. Nos tenemos que apurar, pero queríamos hacer esto divertido.
Yeah. Many special courses that if you join, you're gonna have access. And also every month we give a special content for you guys, for you to learn this wisdom in a very practical way.
Okay, so all that you say is what you get if you become a member, correct? If you become a member, if I become a member, I'm gonna get access to everything you just said.
Yes, already
the yoga classes, what?
A big archive of.
Yes, a big archive of many options, many different wisdom content, but all of it aims to improve our personal lives, to become the best version of ourselves, and then using that best version to help others to do the same.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes, and
Is
also
that correct? That's what I meant to say. Is that correct?
we are not talking about the powerful seed that people are planting.
Yes, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know.
One.
That's what people get. But why are you doing this? What's your mission, or like what's the purpose of? That's exactly what I want to hear. What's the seed that they are planting? And I think it's connected with the mission that makes this Club de Oro exist.
Yes, I think for very smart people are the ones that understand this. Okay, so let's try to get it.
If we are one of those.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. If you are not Gold Club member, that means a lot.
Okay.
It means that you got some wisdom in your life. Okay, some wisdom in a, I don't know which form, maybe a class or something, a song, I don't know. Wisdom that help your life to improve your heart and your mind. And because you realize that that wisdom should be shared with everyone in this world, then you start supporting a project that is in charge of doing that, to preserve, to translate, and then to share that wisdom for this and future generations. So what I mean is, if you're smart enough to say, I need to give something back, I need to plant this seed to protect this wisdom for others, that means you will get back also more wisdom in your life. And you will help many, many people, and not only this generation. Now that I have a baby, I realize how life goes very fast and how generations are coming all the time. And let's think beyond, and let's think of them also, because this preservation can disappear if we don't help the Asian Legacy Library.
Okay. So basically, just for maybe new audience who may be watching this, Club de Oro is providing all this beautiful content for people to get access to it. People are donating or supporting. I don't know how does that work. Is there a strict amount, or they donate whatever they want? And then that money goes to support the big project of preserving this ancient wisdom all over the world, right? So you are like the institution who connects, like the bridge between this big project of saving the wisdom and the people who gets the wisdom, and you serve as the bridge and help them to get the wisdom and help the big one to get the money. It's the bridge.
Exactly.
Okay, that's very cool. Just for people who may not know what it is, this is a wonderful job that you're doing, and it seems like a very fun, because you get access as well to all these teachings. So at the same time, when you're helping others getting it, you are getting it as well.
Yes, totally. And you know what is very interesting is that this club was created in Russia. So you guys are the example for us, because the club was made to thank the people that are supporting this wisdom by giving them wisdom back. So it's already like a seed that it ripens immediately in your life. It's like, okay, you support wisdom, then you get wisdom right away. So it's really awesome.
Do we want to show a video?
No, I don't have a video. I have a QR code for people to join the club. Actually, if you find it over there, it's just books and Lama John, John Brady.
And yeah, can you talk about those two as well?
We can talk about that. Yesterday, we showed this image, which is the pre-registration for the next retreat in Guadalajara, Mexico, that's gonna be celebrated here in July 5th to 11th with Geshe Michael Roach. And the QR code, it was mixed with another project. So now you can scan the code and pre-register, so be the first one to know when the registration is open. Yeah, that QR code. So please.
That's a good one.
Grab your phone, send us your email, and you will be the first one to know.
And what about the other one?
And the other one is a volunteer program that we just are opening and inviting everyone to join, because we need a lot of help to make that retreat possible. People from all over the world are coming, so you know it's a big celebration, and we need a lot of people just to bring us your time, your love, to create a beautiful and unforgettable event for all of them.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for everything you have done, what you're doing, what you will do. Thank you very much. A pleasure having you here.
But let's say something. How much? ¿Cuánto tienen que donar? How much you have to give to become a Gold Club member?
$1. Dona $1
or more.
How
or
often?
More.
O más, pero
¿Qué tan seguido?
No. Es que es lo poquito que tú puedas, $1, e invita a alguien a que done.
$1, whatever you can give, and also you can invite another person to donate.
Contagia a alguien a que también sea parte de este proyecto.
¿Contagia?
Para que nos divirtamos.
Get another person excited.
Get another person excited to become a Gold Club member.
Sí. Si somos muchos compartiendo $1, vamos a lograr más cosas que si somos pocos compartiendo mucho.
If we are many people donating $1, we're gonna do more than just a few people donating a lot of money.
Este es el proyecto más maravilloso, extraordinario que hay, y necesitamos que siga creciendo y que lo sigamos sosteniendo con todo nuestro amor.
This is the project more wonderful that exists, and it needs our support and our love. All the organizations are filled with this wisdom, so please join our Gold Club. I think we already have the QR code, or not?
Invita a alguien a donar, a ser parte. Y quien sea parte, le vamos a regalar una meditación de Tartuk o una meditación del café para que se regocije mucho y sea muy abundante.
Invite somebody and we will give a gift. It will be a rejoice meditation for that person to water the seeds and they ripen soon. I've seen many crazy things, like people who start donating, they just, their life changed completely.
That's actually very good. Very good to hear. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are here, to really improve our lives and help others to do the same, to improve their lives. We are helping others by helping ourselves, and by helping ourselves, we are more capable to help others as well. Round business. I like it. So, because we want to do that, we're going to go next to keep listening the classes that Geshe Michael has prepared for us. So I invite you to watch, the audience here, we're going to show it for you, and you on the Zoom as well. Get ready for that. Then we will be back. And I just want to say, We're gonna be taking at the very end questions and answers for some of the Guadalajara community. So type your questions. If you have questions for the teachers, put them there in the chat. No, not in the chat, in the Q&A section, and we will be taking some of them. First, let's go with Geshe Michael Roach.
Hi, welcome back. So we were talking about these 4 mental improvements, like house improvements, that we can do to our mind. And I don't know about you, but if someone tells me the first 4 and they sound so fun and so cool, and they tell me what, there's 96 more, sorry, 106 more, I'm like, yeah, I want to know about those, you know. So if you're curious about those, I guess they're going to come up in DCI Advanced Level 3 or sign up for Classic Soft Power in Kyoto. Now there's they're not through with these 4 yet. They say, what's the stuff that the 4 is made of? What are the 4 made of? What's the stuff that the 4 are made of? Like I have some glasses, they're made of plastic. I have a cup, it's made of glass. What's the 4 ideas made of? And he says each one is made of 2 things. Each mental improvement is made of 2 things. What was the name of the 4? The 4 close awareness. Okay. And again, the word awareness here, Chemba, also means to remember something, recollection. Okay. And sometimes they translate it that way. See, he says all 4 of them are made of 2 different things. All 4 of them are made of 2 different things. The first one is wisdom. And wisdom in this case means, in the end, that you understand that those 4 things are coming from you. Okay. And so wisdom in this case, it means that you can fix those 4 mistakes if you just have wisdom. Okay. If you just have wisdom. What was the first one? How you feel about your body. Okay. And you feel like you're putting it on in the morning and you're taking it off at night like your clothes, right? But you don't control it. And it's not out there like a suit that you take out of the closet. The body is flowing from your seeds. Your body is flowing from your seeds. That's interesting. The body's not something you're born into. When you're born, seeds start opening in your mind and they produce a body. That's weird. And then through the whole length of your life, the seeds are producing your body. What was the attitude we were supposed to have about the body? It's dirty. It's full of poo-poo, right? Well, okay, you want to fix it? Yeah, but that's a lot to clean out. That's like 100 pounds of poo-poo. I say, no, you don't understand. It's flowing from you. So you could make a better body. Since it's flowing from you, you could make a better body to put on in the morning. You see, wouldn't that be cool? You know, what was the second one? Your feelings, right? Right now, your feelings are out of control because they are flowing out of seeds in your mind. But what if you took charge? What if you took control? What if you only planted seeds for good feelings? And then you'd be like high all day long, you know, wow, that'd be fun. By the way, if the feelings are coming from the feelings, you're stuck with them. You just have to feel them. But if the feelings are coming from your seeds, then you can just design your feelings for next week. Hey, I want to feel good next week. How many days? Not much, Monday through Sunday. I want to feel great, you know. They say, okay, well, just plant seeds. You have control over your feelings, okay? Then what was the third one? Your mind, okay, your mind. And that's interesting, you see. Your mind is not you. Okay, what was the big mistake? You thought your body was clean. You thought your feelings were not so bad. And you thought your mind was you. And you thought your mind was coming from its own self. But the thoughts you hear in the mind are also coming out of seeds, and you are a victim of those thoughts. Okay, you cannot choose to change them. You can't say, I'm gonna feel happy in 1 minute from now. I'm gonna have only good thoughts, you know. You can't do that. No human being can do that. You have to understand that those thoughts are flowing out of your seeds. Then just focus on planting good seeds and the thoughts will follow. Okay, so that's thoughts. What was the fourth one? Your whole world. Okay, your whole world. It feels like, I don't know, I'm trying to get this cafe done. And it's been, I don't know, it's much more difficult than a global company. And much more paperwork. And I've been, you know, I'm like, this stupid cafe, you know. And the cafe is coming out of things in my mind, okay? The world around me, the stuff around me is flowing out of seeds in my mind. So the new renovation of your mind, the new mind, you know, that we're going to develop, the first 4 of 110 house improvements is going to be just understand that this stuff is coming from your seeds. That's all. And then the body will fix itself. The feelings will fix themselves. The thoughts will fix themselves. And your cafe will fix itself. You see what I mean? And only good things happening in your life. For goodness sake, just remember that it's coming from you, okay? So first of all, so by the way, there's 2 mental functions going on when you make these 4 improvements. There's 2, they are linked. There's 2 parts of your mind we call linked, some of them, they are linked, okay? How are they linked? Number 1, you finally figure out that stuff is coming from your seeds. Number 2, you remember to remember. Okay, and that's why these 4 are called the close awarenesses or the close recollection. You remember to remember. Okay, when things get tough during the day and things aren't going right, and the inspector comes and finds 3 more things, I'm thinking there's only so many 1-inch things in the cafe. Like he's got to run out. Someday he's going to run out, you know. So, you know, if you remember to remember that things are coming from your seeds, then you have the first 4. Okay, then you have the first 4. It's very interesting. There has to be 2 states of mind going on together. Number 1, calm down. The inspector's coming from you. I got it. But he's no but. Remember who he really is. Remember where he's really coming from. And when you can understand where he's flowing from, and you can remember when you start getting upset, then you've got the first 4. Isn't that cool? So there's 2 states of mind. Now, he gets into the another long subject. I'm not going to treat it because we can't go anywhere. Then he says sam. Like say sam. Sam means level. Bhumi, the ground. Okay, like om bhumi ahu. Sam means the level. And sam means at which level in your journey through your life, at what level can you get these 4? Okay, there's 5 milestones. There's 5 stages of life, right? The 5 paths. And he says, what's the samsam means? At which path do you get these 4? At which of the 5 paths can you try to do these 4? Okay, by the way, remember these are the first 4 of 110. So if I say it's the first 4 of the 110, which of the 5 paths do you guess he's talking about?
Second.
First. Yeah, it's the first. It's interesting. $100. Anybody can tell me the milestone or the trademark of the first path? What has to happen at the first, to reach the first path, what has to happen? Yeah, tragedy in your life, okay. I think you all got it to some extent. I'm gonna split it.
Renunciation is because of the tragedy.
Yeah, yeah, you say something, it's a wake-up call. In American English, we call it a wake-up call. Something happens in your life and you say, something's wrong, something fundamental is wrong. You know, my mom just died, or someone close to me just died, and something's wrong with this place. You know, something's broken with this place. So it's interesting to get the 4 renovations here. The motivation has to be tragedy, and normal people cannot go to these 4 voluntarily. They have to be pushed into it by a tragedy. Something serious has to go wrong with their life. And that pushes them to wonder, what's going on with my body? What's going on with my feelings? What's going on with my mind? And what's going on with the inspector at the cafe? It's 4 parts of my life, you know. You don't start asking questions about the 4 until something goes seriously wrong, okay? And that's called samsam, okay? Yeah, and then he just closes up that idea, and he goes on to the next 4. And I'm just gonna mention them, we got a few minutes. You know, my teacher always taught me to use a few minutes. So the next 4 have a strange name. They are called the 4 perfect abandonments. In English, it means you have to get rid of something. Like you have to abandon your car, abandon your house, okay? So abandon your dog, which you shouldn't do. But there's 4 ways, 4 things you should just give up completely, okay? And here's the 4, and then I think we'll take a break, and you know, we can continue this some other Peachtree World News show. Number 1, if there's something, how do you say, hang on. Yeah, okay. If you have a bad habit, you should try to get rid of it. That's the first one, which is mental quality number 5. We had the 4 already. We're on number 5, 6, 7, 8 now. Number 5 is, if you've got a bad habit, try to quit, you know, try to quit it, okay? And then he says an interesting thing. This is number 6, right? Mental improvement number 6. 5 is, yeah, if you already have a bad habit, you should try to stop it. 6 is, if there's a bad habit you don't have yet, please don't get it, okay? And we don't think like that, you know, we think, oh gee, I have a bad habit, I should try to stop. Yeah, that's okay, but give yourself some credit. You know, there's lots of bad habits you never got. Like I never had an alcohol habit. I had pride, I had all kinds of other bad habits, desire, but I didn't have alcohol. So listen, if there's a bad habit you didn't get yet, you know, be happy and try not to get it, okay? You could still get worse, okay? We're not perfect people, but you could still get worse. So, you know, please realize there's bad habits you didn't get yet, and, you know, watch out for them and don't get them, okay? So try to give up bad habits you have. Don't get bad habits you could have had. And then if you already have a good habit, try to enhance it, try to make it better. Try, you know, if you're already a nice person and you're supporting some poor people, then support more poor people, you know, to take it to a higher level. All your good habits, take them to a higher level. Okay, that's number 7, right? Number 7. Number 8, if there's a good habit you don't have yet, then try to develop. You know, try to identify, try to watch out for good habits you could develop that you don't have. I just did a program with John Brady. He's so modest, which is not my problem. And I'm thinking, Well, that's a quality that maybe I would want to try to, I don't have it. It's a good quality. Maybe I could pick it up. You know, maybe I can improve myself. So there's the next 4 mental improvements. We reached 8 out of 110. It's the 8 of the 37. Okay. And we still got others to go. So I don't know, someday we can go through the rest, but just be aware there's a practical list of 110 home improvements you can make on your brain that will make your life much easier and happier. And let's go through them. Okay, see you later.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Hey, by the way, I want to use this time also to thank everybody here. Really, they have helped us so much. Everybody, our friends in the United States as well, amazing. So we are very, very grateful to be here. I'm very excited of what we'll be doing in the future. And thank you, Geshe-la, Geshe Michael, for everything. Please stay. And he'll be coming here soon in July. And in the meantime, if you're interested to get to know more of the content that he's sharing with us, we want to talk about this project that our friends are developing. It's called La Editorial. What they are doing is very interesting because they get the books written in the original language, English in this case, and then make it available for the Spanish-speaking audience. Basically, so far, hasta ahora, all Latin America. And I think, I don't know if Spain as well, sometimes maybe, but Spain may have their own, but these are good.
Very good.
So we want to hear from you. Aldo's gonna help me to translate. If you want to speak in Spanish, you can, and he will help us to translate. Please share with us, what are you doing? What do you have there? What's your projects? What projects are you working these days?
La editorial, Cortador del Diamante, la trabajan voluntarios. Por eso vamos un poco lentos, porque todos tienen su trabajo. Y es una asociación civil sin fines de lucro.
The Diamond Cutter, in Spanish, Cortador de Diamantes, the Diamond Cutter Publishing House is run by volunteers. So that's why it kind of goes slow but steady.
Y es una asociación civil sin fines de lucro.
It's an NGO, sorry.
Sí, y todas las ganancias van a ser para ayudar a las organizaciones hermanas.
And all the money we're raising is to help like seed partners.
Y estamos ahorita traduciendo libros. El video no sé si lo podamos ver. Y estamos traduciendo libros de estudiantes avanzados con un significado profundo y detallado de cómo Geshe Michael quiso decir las cosas.
We're translating books of advanced wisdom of how Geshe Michael explains things.
Y este es el primer libro de Administra tu Karma.
This is the first book, which is Administra tu Karma, Karmic Management.
Que es la secuela del El Cortador de Diamantes.
It's like the sequel of the Diamond Cutter book.
Y próximamente ya estamos por imprimir El Karma del Amor.
And soon we're going to print the book Karma of Love.
Y El Cortador de Diamantes, que Diamond Press está terminando de traducir al español.
And the Diamond Cutter book that it's just almost finished, translated in Spanish.
Y agradecer a todos nuestros colaboradores.
And I want to thank all our collaborators.
Roberto Coquet, Pachi,
Coquet,
Gina Rivera.
Y
pues sí. Y esta Berta Velasco en Ciudad de México.
And Berta Velasco in Mexico City.
See, you should introduce yourselves as well. I didn't say your names, but please tell us what's your name and what do you do?
Y Katia.
Yo soy Katia y bueno, yo me encargo de distribuirlos por medio de la tienda de Tuk Shop.
My name is Katia and I'm in charge of distributing the books through this Tuk Shop.
Ajá. También por medio de Mercado Libre los pueden obtener.
Also in this other website, Mexican website called Mercado Libre.
Y pues también de manera personal conmigo y pues a mí me encanta poder ir y entregárselos a sus casas porque pues sé que estoy plantando una buena semilla.
I also do personal deliveries and I love to take the books home, like personally, because I know it's a very powerful seed to take this wisdom.
And what about you?
Yo,
Sí.
¿verdad? Es que no
Sí.
supe si era yo. Mi nombre es Berta González y yo también soy voluntaria y traduzco y también edito los libros. Acabamos de, bueno, ya casi está terminado El Karma del Amor. Ya está traducido y editado y ya está casi como en el horno para salir próximamente. Y yo se los quiero recomendar.
My name is My name is Berta González. I'm also a volunteer. I'm translating and editing the book, and this book we have here, Karma of Love, is almost finished.
Se los recomiendo muchísimo. Es un libro de cabecera. Habla sobre 100 preguntas que le han hecho a Geshe Michael sobre el amor y sobre el compañero.
This is a book you must have. It's a book about 100 questions they asked Geshe Michael about relationships.
La primera pregunta se llama la pregunta más importante y dice que por qué este sistema va a funcionar si la persona que pregunta dice, yo he tenido un montonal de relaciones y todas han fallado, y por qué este sistema sí me va a funcionar.
The first question is called the most important question of all, and it's basically people are asking, how can this book is going to work, because I've had a background of failed relationships. Is this going to really work? How is it going to work?
Y sigue diciendo dónde vas a encontrar tu pareja, cómo la vas a encontrar.
And he explains where you can find your partner. How are you going to find that partner?
Te dice que hagas una lista de lo que quieres en tu pareja y haces la lista, pero tú no vas a pedir por un príncipe azul o una princesa si tú eres un sapo.
And he tells you to make a list of how do you want your prince or your princess, but you can't get a prince or a princess if you're like a toad. A frog or a toad.
Sí. Y habla sobre muchísimos temas, sobre los suegros, sobre el control de una pareja, sobre el tiempo.
It covers a lot of themes about the time control, family, the family of your partner,
El tiempo.
time management with your partner.
Sí, habla sobre temas sexuales, por ejemplo, el 50% de las cosas que mi esposo me hace a mí me lastiman, pero ¿cómo no le puedo decir? Entonces aquí te da la respuesta, porque en este sistema lo maravilloso es que tú no tienes que hablar con él directamente.
It talks also about these important topics of sexuality, how maybe what your partner does to you is hurting you, but you can't tell him. And this is really about fixing your husband or your wife without even speaking to them, because you plant the seeds.
Ya no me quiero extender mucho, pero de verdad se lo recomiendo muchísimo. Es un libro maravilloso.
I could speak about this book for hours, but I really recommend this book. It's amazing.
So we have a short video. Can we play the short video? So you guys can see.
Our publishing company was mainly created to be able to provide the Spanish-speaking audience with Geshe Michael's books. The books are not just a literal translation. We have carefully captured the very essence and depth of each paragraph. This has been done by some of his students who have been studying with him for over 12 years. Our goal is to transmit these ideas in the most accurate and respectful manner. Our mission is for them to have access to this magnificent wisdom that has impacted and transformed many businesses and individuals throughout the world. It is our hope to provide you with as many titles as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. So if you guys want to get some of these books, we're gonna be sharing in the chat soon. What do you have? How can they contact you?
Por medio del link, hoy vamos a poner un link ahí, por medio de la tienda de Tuk Shop y de Mercado Libre.
Okay.
We're gonna put a link there. There's this Tuk Shop and also this web page Mercado Libre.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And just, to finish this show, we would like to thank everybody who's really doing this amazing, amazing job here in Mexico, in Guadalajara. The community is wonderful. The projects you are doing are helping a lot of people. So most of anything, we really want to help you. Sorry, thank you. We want to help you as well. We want to help you as well, but we want to thank you because you're helping a lot. And yeah, thank you very much. But to close this, we have reached like the end of the show, but we want to have a Q&A. You're welcome to leave. You're welcome to stay if you want. We're gonna invite some of the teachers who are like sharing this knowledge and wisdom these days here in Mexico, in Guadalajara, to come to the stage. We would like to have Rivas. Is he around? If he's around, we would like him to come. And then Paulina, Aldo is already here. And we would like John to do this one as well. And I'll be checking on the questions. We're gonna take a few questions. And we want to take questions from the live audience here as well. So if anybody wants to ask things, raise your hand. And these beautiful people are gonna share with us what they think about it. So you can sit here. I see. Okay, I sit here. I don't speak, but I sit here. Just to tell us. Okay. So, ¿quién tiene preguntas? You can put it in the Q&A. We have one. Luis Velázquez says, terrific job, congratulations. Yeah. But what's your question, Luis? Okay, anybody from here in the audience would like to give a question?
I have.
Sí, por favor.
Me gustaría que por favor dijeran de una manera los 4 estados que dijo Geshe-la que se necesitan para llegar a la 101, que pudieran explicar un poquito de eso, porque en la traducción medio complicado.
She would like an explanation or a summary of the 4 steps Geshe Michael was talking about and how that's connected to you reach the 101 system, and then why or what are those first stages that Geshe-la was talking about. Geshe Michael.
The first one was the body, right? The first one was the body, like your body will die.
Number one,
your body's poop.
Yes, there is a problem with your body, right? Yeah. Number one is there is a problem with your body. And if you study the system 101, you come to realize, you understand that there is a problem from your body and that actually your body comes from you. That's number one.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
number 2 was feelings.
Number 2 is the same, but with feelings.
Mm-hmm. So you're always like up and down. Like Geshe-la said, you 8 o'clock, you feel in love. 8:02, you're very angry. 8:03, you're kind of hanging there. Like it's like a roller coaster of feelings.
So
they're constantly shifting.
Number 2 is there is a problem with your feelings, but you come to realize, if you study the system 101, you come to realize that they are coming from somewhere, from seeds, and you can fix them. Number 3, what's number 3?
Your mind.
The mind.
The mind.
The mind, yes. What about the mind?
He was saying that sometimes we think that we are our minds, our thoughts, and that our mind actually is always moving and is very noisy, and can't control the mind and our thoughts. So
Yeah, you
that's the
come to
problem.
yeah. So yeah, you come to realize that you are not in control of your mind, and if you want to fix the mind, you have to plant some seeds to have the perfect mind you want.
Yeah, because he was saying that you think you can control, but actually you can't. You can't say, oh, in the next minute I'm gonna just have like beautiful thoughts about somebody. Like you can't, but that's the problem, right?
And number 4,
Everything else was that?
Yes, things, all things.
even this program, this
Yeah,
show,
this program, if
all the
cameras
obstacles.
stop working.
Geshe Michael was saying you have this feeling that they're coming like this way, this feeling in your heart that it's coming.
and he was saying if we believe that, then we start blaming, no? No, it's because my mom, and it's because my dad, and my friend didn't show up on time, right? That's my daily life, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get convinced, right? That we know, oh, I understand. I studied this stuff, so I'm right. And this is the way it is. These people don't understand, but then that's also you.
It is.
That's also you. So it's so hard to get mad at people. I mean, it's so easy to get mad at people.
And then he said the key to fix this body, these feelings, this mind, and the things is to understand that they're coming from your seeds, how you treat others.
And if I understood correctly, even just thinking about it, whenever you have a challenge or a problem, just even thinking, okay, maybe this is coming from something I did last week. Apparently that starts fixing the problem, right? Something like that. But there is more to come. Geshe Michael say he's gonna keep going with that teaching. You have another question?
Well, just here's a question.
Sí.
So can we say we are our seeds, as we are not our mind, we are not our feelings? So we are our seeds.
Please repeat it. The question is, okay, so basically she's a great debater. She's saying like, okay, so could we say that we are not our body, we are not our feelings, we are not our mind, but can we say that we are our seeds? And I would like to ask our friends, what do you think?
I think that's a nice view to hold, that we are our seeds, but to take it further, we are also not our seeds. If we grasp to some thing that is us, then we will be sad when we lose those things. So we can't attach to seeds being us. That also is an attachment. But it's a really good thing to hold in your heart, because you will do nice things.
Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe. I'm making it up.
It's good to chew on it.
Yeah, that's a good debate. I would like to say that we are conditioned by our seeds. We are, but then they say when your mind really evolves and you open your heart and your mind, they're not even called like seeds. So, it's like a very good debate. Because then if you say you are your seeds, then what this seed is this seed is ripening, that's all you are, this seed that is ripening.
Well,
like
yes, that would be
yeah, it's a good debate.
my own perception of me, that I am ripening. I am not a single thing. I am the projection.
Yeah.
Any other
What do
question?
you
Or
think?
you wanna say something about it?
You wanna say something
No.
about it?
No.
Wanna hear from you.
Or questions, yes, or here if you want to say something about it.
No, I think, for example, it's a deep question, I think, for the show, but like if you are the seeds, like when they ripen and then they disappear, does it mean that you disappear?
Yeah.
So that's the question.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say something. if you are your seeds, then who possesses those seeds? If you are your seeds, then it's like, okay, let's put it this way. Is your hand you or no?
Well, that's a part of me.
It's a part of you. So the seeds are a part of you, or are you? Are seeds a part of somebody, or the seeds themselves are the whole somebody? And I don't know, but I like to think about those things.
Well, I don't have the answer.
That's why we are here.
And then if there is 65 per seconds, like which, like,
Yes,
you know, so it's like it's a good idea to think about it.
Cook it.
Yeah.
We'll have to cook it.
We all need to
It was
cook
a
it.
deep teaching.
It was, yeah. Thanks.
Do anybody want? You can ask anything. What's your, I don't know, favorite, whatever, or anything. Let me see in the chat. Has anything? Ayrton would like, seems that he would like to say something. Somebody says, I am everything and nothing at the same time. Ha ha ha. So another person say,
Nice.
we are the flourishing, the constant flourishing of the seeds. And Ayrton, if you have a question, put it in the chat, please. He raised his hand.
That's very helpful and not helpful at the same time.
Yeah, I heard
Exactly.
I was translating a teaching from Geshe Michael, and yeah, he said like we are like movement, constant move. It's like a fountain that you see like the complete fountain, and I'm like I have this shape, but it's moving, it's changing. The seeds are changing, but it's the same shape because I have the seeds to see this shape. So maybe that's interesting to think. We're like a fountain that has the same shape, like two chorritos, how do you say? For that, and it's the same shape, but it's changing the whole time. So maybe that helps.
So a question from Ayrton. He said, what is a practical way? What is a practical way to hold the vision that my world is coming from my seeds? I guess what's your advice when you are having a hard time remembering?
I will say something. It's been very helpful for me. Like just at that moment when you are mad at somebody or in a situation, just think, this situation, another person could see it in a different way. You know, because you are attached of, no, this is a problem. This is the person that is getting me mad. Maybe another person will not see it like that. So that's for me like a logic and very practical way to say, hey, not necessarily is like that, right? Where is coming from? I'm seeing it like this, but another person could see it in a different way.
I run. And then think about it.
You go for a run?
Yeah, no, I run away.
You escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like fire's there, I cannot control it, and then I go and think about it. But in the moment, it's very difficult for me. For me, it's very. The other day they asked Teddy. Teddy is one of the YSI teachers too, a new teacher for YSI, and they asked him, what about this practice about going and looking for problems and to transform them, because we are warriors and we want to change our hearts, and that's a real practice. And he said like, no man, I'm not in that level, you know, I'm not that good. That's a high practice. Go look for problems, that's a high practice, he said. So I'm in that I run away and then think about it, because in the moment my seeds just blow up. So I stop, run away, think about it, and then come back with a better view.
It works sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's right. What do you think?
I think as a practical advice, your practice. If you're doing a constant meditation practice, if you're doing your yoga, if you're serving others, if you're studying emptiness, then it's easy to remember it. That's like almost like obvious, no? If you're like exposing your mind to these great ideas and wisdom, then it's gonna be a part of your toolkit, and it's gonna be like more available. And also sometimes it helps me when I'm like, I feel like shocked in this situation. I try to think, what will my teacher do? What will my great teacher do in this situation? And then kind of, it's very helpful for me.
That's beautiful. What about you, John? A practical advice that helped you to hold this idea?
I think practically, I think we really see who we are when we are triggered, and we are very angry. And at that moment, that's when our reaction shows where we really are with our practice, right? So I think that, and if somebody yells at you and 5 seconds later you yell back, then you have to rejoice that you didn't yell for 5 seconds. And then in that way, the next time someone yells at you, you might wait 10 seconds before you yell back. And that's the practice right there. And in that little window, you can pry open your stubborn heart, because that's twice as good, 5 to 10. And if you keep doubling, that's going to get very fast, very quick. So all you need is another 5 seconds to not yell back. And I think that's the big monkey wrench to pry open our hearts.
Beautiful.
By the way, hi, Ayrton.
Yes.
We miss you.
But I want to say hi too.
No, actually, we would like to invite everybody here to say, come, just
we're gonna say
we're
goodbye.
saying goodbye.
Everyone, come on in.
Hi, and
everyone in the whole audience.
Yes, please, everybody who wants to come, welcome. Sit here. We want to thank everybody. We want to thank Gina. Gina saved us incountable times.
We want to thank Osiris also.
Osiris came and helped us make this place look beautiful.
We want to thank Anatol and Kitty and Aisha.
And Alexa for helping us use the lights.
I want to thank my dad.
Julie.
Everybody. Que no vino.
So thank you so much. Thank you to all our friends in the United States as well, who have trained us and helped us to learn the tech table, to this content. Thank you, Geshe Michael. Thank you. Excited to see you soon. Best wishes. And thank you all, really, thank you. You are doing amazing things, and it's great that you are friends and you get together. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us here. Thank you
for coming, you.
Very welcome. It's a pleasure every time.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you. And recorders and people from every single language. Thank you so much, because without you, this show will be like only one leg, and you are the other leg. It's great. Thank you, really. And we will see you very soon.
Okay.
See you on the next episode.
Daniel,
Thank you,
Juan,
Daniel.
and John.
John.
Come back to Mexico.
Okay.